Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I thought it would be fun if we made resin whale pieces. And not only are they resin whale pieces, they are holographic resin whale pieces. Now I've made a few of them already as examples, but the one we're gonna make now is the yellow one. And this is really easy to make. It only has 3 materials that you need. You need these holographic flakes, UV resin, or regular resin, I guess it doesn't matter which one you use, like epoxy, you know, and a whale mold. I just got this on AliExpress. Here are the examples of the finished pieces. This one is purple. This one is the pink one, and this one is the blue one. And now that you've seen an example of what we're gonna do, let's do it! So you're gonna start by placing your whale mold on a flat surface, and then you're going to squirt some resin out into it. Now only do a very small first layer. So you're only going to put it about halfway up the mold at first. And then we're just going to push the resin around so it meets all of the sides and corners. I'll fast forward through this part. I just use a toothpick to spread out everything, but you can use whatever you want. Now our next step is to get out the flakes and open the package. And then we're just gonna add the yellow flakes into the mold. I try to do it through this hole so it's less messy, if that makes sense. And I know this looks like a little bit of a mess right now, but our next step, we'll clean that right up. We're just gonna move the holographic pieces around until they look even around the whale mold. Make sure to get in that little tail area. If you need more flakes, don't hesitate to go over and get more from the package. Now that everything is evenly distributed throughout the mold, you can now harden it. Now if you have epoxy resin, you just let it sit overnight, and then hopefully it'll harden, or maybe 24 hours, I think. I'm not really sure. I'm not very skilled in epoxy resin, but I know you wait a really long time for your first layer, second layer, final layer, whatever you're doing. But with UV resin, you have to use a black light, and I have this nail lamp UV LED light that I use with my projects, and you can see it's filthy because I'm constantly doing things with it, but you just put it over it, you turn it on, and you wait. Now UV resin kind of smells really bad when it's being hardened, so if you want to use a mask you can, but I don't usually. I kind of just step away from it. Alright, after the light went off, you're done, and now we can put on the final layer. And now for the final layer, we're just gonna glaze the top and fill up the rest of the mold. Now this next part is optional, but I highly recommend you doing it. You take a lighter and you just kind of go over it like this, but not for too long. Try not to stay in the same spot for too long or it'll burn. But by doing that, it gets rid of some of the air bubbles that have floated to the top, and you don't want air bubbles in your piece. It doesn't look very good. And now it's time to finally harden the final layer. And now we're gonna get our gross, crusty nail lamp out and harden it. Now when you take something out of the nail lamp or UV light, it can tend to be a little hot, so you might want to let it sit for a little while before opening it out of its mold. It's ASMR time as I demold the whale, the final product. Here we go. Ooh, it's so pretty. All holographic and yellow. And of course you're gonna have to peel off some of the excess over here. And here's the final piece. Now after I'm done, I like to glaze the tops one more time, and I'll have to try to work to get rid of this little flaky piece right here. But in all honesty, they look great. So here's all of them together. I have one more to do, and that's the white one. But we're almost done in making them all. And that's how you make the holographic whale pieces. Thank you for watching, I appreciate it. If you wanna go check out my Etsy store in the description below, go ahead. I'll have these on the Etsy store very soon, so stay tuned for that. Make sure you favorite my shop so that you can see all the updates and see when new products are being posted, including these. I think I'll be making these into pins, so if you're a pin collector, you'll really enjoy it. So thank you for watching, I appreciate it.